I've always eaten from the all-you-can-eat buffet of life. Delicious ideas, people, new experiences, projects to explore, places to go, art, making. It all energizes me, all of it. But across my life, I also find that when I'm not paying attention, I can find myself rushing around, trying to fit it all in. I have very thin boundaries at times, saying yes to doing things before I even think about it. And before you know it, my day goes by and I can't necessarily feel like I've lived in the present even one moment. So last night, I'm embarrassed to say I stayed up past 2 a.m., bouncing back and forth between my work to-do list and a bunch of my personal to-dos. And I told myself as I kept pushing away the idea of jumping into bed and going to sleep by saying, oh my gosh, I'm just being so productive. Productive, the productivity junkie in me took over. It's no wonder that this morning when I woke up, I was feeling really scattered. My energy was everywhere. My brain was just spinning and there were just little chunks of things flying around and none of it really made a lot of sense and it really just did not feel good. Thankfully, I did catch myself and remembered this tendency to overfill my plate, to try to do too many things without focusing. Um, Somehow, though, I've had to keep relearning this many times in my life and at many times at quite a steep emotional and physical cost. But today, I hope it's the last time, I remembered and I very clearly say to myself, rushing is expensive. It scatters me, it scatters my energy. And it's being present that feels truly good and powerful. As I sat thinking about this, something caught my eye. I was sitting at my desk and I looked up on the wall where I had hung a little 6 by 6 inch mosaic that I made last year in Santa Fe in a workshop with this amazing mosaic artist who opened her studio for me for a few hours. That was a visit I was making to Santa Fe to figure out where our Quest 2026 gathering would land. So I went around town and I bought a few beautiful stones, and I actually brought a couple of items that were meaningful to me to place in my mosaic. I had amethyst, lapis lazuli, some turquoise, and some pieces of mica that I had collected so many years ago with my dear daughter. As I sat there, I let them find their place slowly. It was a really wonderful experience. I felt so present in those 4 hours creating the piece, seeing it today on my wall. And in fact, the sun was glistening on it was just such a beautiful, beautiful reminder. It slowed me down. There's a line from Lao Tzu that says, the slow overcomes the fast. Boy, did I need that reminder today. When I rush, I lose myself. When I slow down, I come back. This is one of my lifelong recurring aha moments. Not new, just one that I have to keep relearning. Maybe this is your reminder too. So here's the piece. I'm very thankful and grateful to the artist who showed me how to do it. But more than that, I'm grateful for this little sparkling piece on my wall for convincing me or reminding me to slow down. So, this is exactly why we created the Quest Gathering, not as an escape from the world, but as a pause from the swirl, a chance to disconnect from our everyday routines long enough with like minded women to remember who we are, who we truly are, to connect deeply with others, to be inspired by, and as I like to say, to come home to what truly matters. When we sit in that place, we can see and feel and envision more clearly how we want to live, how we want to love, how we want to work, what we want to do, how we want to thrive. And importantly, in these crazy times, how we want to make some sort of an impact and a difference. So I hope you join us at Quest. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.